across that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Doris Burke and Craig Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the 76ers, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, New York, just way behind.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
So the New York starting five. We've got Bridges, Anunoby out there with Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Towns in at center. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. MP out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the five. All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Thanks, guys. With his record-breaking triple-double fresh on everyone's mind, I asked him for his thoughts on setting a new mark. He said, quote, "It means a lot to me. Westbrook and the Big O paved the way for me, and I was able to build on what they started. An amazing accomplishment for him." Back to you.
And working against two all-time greats. My goodness. All right, thanks. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
And here is Hart after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. Three-pointer. And it's MV with the rebound. MV with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
And so it's New York with it. 76ers getting the bucket. Bridges kicks to Hart again with the block.
What an incredible defensive year it's been for him as he continues to swat away shots.
And Greg, you look at the totals for him this season, he's closing in on third most blocks in a season.
And that record set by Elmore Smith in 1974, the first season that blocks were recorded. And look at the guard, Edgecombe getting up there for the hammer.
Knicks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Hart with a screen on Oubre. Anunoby outside, and the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Towns with the steal. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Towns. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anunoby against Oubre. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by MP.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now here's Towns. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Hart, that's good.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
MP finds Embiid. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Embiid's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
From downtown, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now here's Towns. Still scoreless.
Nice awareness right there. MP doing a good job getting his timing right on that block.
Now the 76ers with it. This run now up to 13-2. Embiid, 2 points. That one goes. He's got 7.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Towns with it. Now defended by Embiid. Hart outside. Pocket 6. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Just 4 to shoot. Bridges kicks to Hart. Blocked again.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. Well, you look at Edgecombe. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And he doesn't have far to go to break into that top 10, but it's probably unrealistic to think he'll be a factor in the race for the Rookie of the Year.
I agree. Too much of the season has already passed, and too many terrific players are in front of him. But I think he's got a lot to build on in the second half of the season.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP sets the screen for Oubre. Back to MP. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Now, here's MP. This game, an incredible scoring display for him. Embiid wide open. Connects from three-point range. Embiid's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the 76ers. Bridges outside. They set the pick. Can they get it? Rebound by the 76ers. MP's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre, no one around him. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
McBride passes to Bridges. Here's McBride. Last time out, he had 14 points. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. To the inside. MP against Hart. Embiid, no good.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Bridges outside. New York, no good that time either. And so, MP will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Pass to Oubre. MP dishes to Oubre. Drives to the hoop. MP, that's for two. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's 7 points for MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bridges kicks to Towns. And just miss after miss right now.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Maxey finds MP. And here's Oubre. Back to MP. Good, he hits again.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the fourth highest scoring season in league history.
And Will Chamberlain holds so many.
He blocks it again.
And that block now tying him for the third most blocked in an NBA season.
Oh, what a year he's had. One of the best defensive seasons that anybody has ever had.
And with 393 blocks, he sits alongside Elmore Smith's incredible 1974 season with the Lakers.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He contributed 62 points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Hart outside. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Back to Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Oubre, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bridges outside. Back to Hart. Bridges outside. There's another block.
And the amount of blocks he has this season are just staggering.
GA, the numbers don't lie. He's now third for most blocks in a season.
Passing Elmore Smith and now looking up at Manute Bol, who's sitting in second.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Top of the key. Again, Philadelphia.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
McBride with the ball. No scoring in this one. 4 seconds left. And it's Towns missing. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson out there with Yabusele, and it's Kolek in at point guard. Here's Kolek, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Yabusele passes to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Bridges has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
From deep, Maxey bangs home the trifecta.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Yabusele a screen on George. Bridges misses.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
MP kicks to Maxey. Here's Grimes. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Pass to Robinson. Here's Bridges. Good D by Drummond.
Just tremendous defensive determination right there. Refuses to allow the easy two.
Back to Maxey. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Bridges. Elbow shot. The shot's good. Bridges has got 4 points in the quarter.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Yabusele. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York.
Substitution. Number 32, Karl Anthony Towns.
Clock at 2. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And get a load of that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff. Clarkson for 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-4 run. And he comes up with the deuce. Drummond's got his second basket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Philadelphia has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. The three from George. Knocks down the three ball.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. With the floater, he scores for only his third time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
As if he's not tough enough to guard already.
Another one goes. Incredible.
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
And there are only 2 other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty, that'd be a bit of an understatement.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anunoby's checked in.
Number 8, OG Anunoby.
6 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
And the rejection by Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Towns, high post. MP's there. New York, no good that time either. The 76ers are gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Towns for 3. Cans it from downtown. Towns has got 9 points.
Well, Cat answers with his own 3, and he says, I told you I'm the best shooting big man in history.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Back to George. MP with a screen on Anunoby. From 17 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Now, this is a reliable aspect of Paul George's game. That in-between jumper is pure.
Clarkson missing again.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
MP, what a fancy finish.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Maxey kicks to MP. And good! There's another.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into 3rd place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for 3rd most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
Grimes, good, and the assist goes to MP. Grimes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Towns. Another 3 for New York.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Maxey passes to MP. MP with a screen on Clarkson. The 76ers another three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Anunoby passes to Robinson. Good D by Drummond.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
George finds MP. Now Grimes. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grimes has got 6.
Well, you talk about spacing the floor. This is exactly what you hope for from Quentin Grimes.
MP against Towns. To the paint, and finish off by Robinson.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now the 76ers with it. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And MP throws it down.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's Clarkson. Nothing on the board. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Outside Robinson. Towns against MP. Towns. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Here's Clarkson. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Towns down low, covered by MP. Towns with the bucket. He's got 17.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
MP passes to Grimes. Kicks it out to MP. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Philadelphia ahead, running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big
We've heard the saying, live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they're living by it and living well.
Yeah, they've broken this game wide open, and I think their lead extends in the second half.
and the next topic to touch on. Thanks for joining us. Now,
and after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's McBride. He has yet to score. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. MP out there with Embiid, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. 5 to shoot. Bridges for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, MP. MP with a screen on Bridges. Oubre, good. Oubre's got the first points of the second half here for the 76ers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Towns. New York needs to get off a shot. Fast break, here they come. Oubre against Anunoby. MP kicks to Maxey. Fires, high post. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anunoby with it. Now defended by Oubre. A 3-ball. Hard, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Hart. Off target with his 3.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Hart the pass to Towns. Good on the 3-point shot. Towns has got 20 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
The 3 from MP. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. Here's McBride. And Hart has it in the corner. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
Now the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Jared McCain's checked in for the 76ers. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. MP is number 1.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And he sinks the second. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quinn Grimes a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick BJ Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Screen by MP. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Shoots over Bridges, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Control, confidence, Edgecombe showing it all from the midi.
Bridges outside. Here's Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Knicks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Hard against Embiid. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. MP outside. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to McBride. And here's Towns. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Here's Hart. Good on the triple. Hart's got 8 points.
That's just Josh Hart getting to his spot, being shot ready. Nicely done.
It's McCain on the wing. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Hart.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
In the corner, it's Bridges. From outside, off the mark. And so, MP will bring it up for the 76ers. Embiid, the pass to MP. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. The 76ers making a switch here. Bonus checked in. New York on D. Back to MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 42 in the game.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
Bridges outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And the dunk by MP.
And doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense.
Anunoby finds Bridges. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Bucket is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Anunoby outside. Back to Hart to stop. He blocks it again.
The defense he has played all year has been nothing short of fantastic. He has shaped this team's defense.
He's been quite a rim protector. You're right, man. His efforts have him tied for the second most blocks in a year.
Alongside the 7'7" giant Manute Bol, who tallied 397 blocks way back in 1986 with the Bullets.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Knicks. MP, no good. New York shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Bona. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Left side, Town. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's McCain. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
And so it's New York with it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Driving the lane. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Hart with the screen for Anunoby. Clock at 6. And Hart has it in the corner. New York, no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
MP finds McCain. Here's Edgecombe. That's another rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To end the drought. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Left side, Clarkson. Hart kicks to Clarkson. Bridges for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got 7.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
And here's MP for again. What an avalanche!
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot.
I have never seen a season like this. Over and over, he continues to explode on the offensive end.
The top spot for most 50-point games in a season comes from the scoring year of all scoring years. Wilt Chamberlain's amazing 1962 season. Wilt actually averaged 50 points a game that year.
The Knicks shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Hard against MP. Clarkson for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
Philadelphia's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. And the basket by MP.
He's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Anunoby passes to Clarkson. 1:14 left in the third. And Hart has it in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Over the last month, getting it done. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important...
Again with the block.
Wow, another block as he continues this historic pace.
Only one more man to catch as he is now second on the list for most blocks in a season.
Well, anytime you can pass Manu Bol on a list of blocks, you are doing something right. He's done it. Leapfrogging Bol's high of 397 he put up back in '86.
And the 76ers making a change here. Watford's checked in. MP passes to Grimes. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Grimes has got 9 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Robinson against MP. New York moving the ball around. Clarkson for 3. Drains the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
MP finds Grimes. Shoots. They grab their own miss. Screen by MP. For 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problem for whomever he's facing.
And so it's MP making things happen for Philadelphia. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
76ers with some changes. Bonus checked in, and MP subbed in for George. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Here's McBride, and a miss there on the triple. And so MP will bring it up for Philadelphia, and New York looking at who they've got. We've got Anunoby, Miles McBride out there with Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 4 spot. The kick out to Towns. The three-pointer, no good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
MP sets the screen for McCain. Kendall, unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Boy, you felt his impact all over the game tonight. A triple-double, outstanding.
And another one! 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
McBride passes to Towns. Pass to Hart. They need this. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Well, you see teams concede the three to Josh Hart at times. This guy's growing more and more confident.
MP passes to Grimes. Back to MP. Good.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight.
I'm here with MP, the new triple-double record holder. After all the points, the rebounds, the assists, I have to ask, are you tired?
Please make sure to get on safe.
Honestly, with this team, it doesn't feel like I'm trying. Sometimes a big score on a bad team is just getting those numbers because somebody's got to, you know? But when it's all a part of the flow like it is here with my squad, I'm barely even breaking a sweat.
A scary thought for the rest of the league.
They should be afraid. And I hope they are, because we ain't even reached our full potential yet. But when we do, just watch. JQ is going to be a fun show.
I can't wait.
Prime
Thanks,
time.
Kevin, over to you.
Terrific job, Jennifer.